Hi, I'm here to talk to you about Virtual SLIS at the University of Iowa. It's a space on OS Grid that 3 other people and myself have created for our multimedia class. We're hoping that we can gather support from our fellow SLISers as well as SLISers across the nation to come and learn about the opportunities and services that we have here at the University of Iowa, as well as just get together and hang out and discuss library issues or non-library issues. But in order to get started, you'll need to learn how to create an avatar, and that's what I'm here to do.
To access the grid or OS Grid, you will need to open your web browser and type in osgrid.org. This will bring you to the OS Grid webpage where you will select Join Now to create an avatar. As you can see, I've already created an avatar. You will need to think of a first name and a last name which you will want to be known as on the grid. I've decided to choose Book-Shaped Heart because this is my Twitter handle. When you're typing your first name, make sure you leave a space for your last name. Next, type in your password. Confirm your password. And type in your email address. Next, click the Join Now button. This will take you out to the home page where you will be prompted to log in. We're not going to log in. Instead, we're going to download a viewer which will help us access OS Grid. Click on the Downloads tab between Join Now and Contact, and then scroll down to see the viewer software. The viewer that I'm going to suggest you use is Imprudence. Imprudence is an open source metaverse viewer project based on the Second Life viewer source. Now we're going to use the 1.3.2 release. Click on the link next to the operating system that's appropriate for your computer, and Imprudence will automatically download to your computer. Once it's finished downloading, open it and then run it and follow the directions for the install. Now that you've downloaded Imprudence, you can close your browser and open your viewer. I have a shortcut for Imprudence here on my desktop. Currently I have it open, so I'll click on it in my toolbar. This is what it should look like when you open. If you don't see OS Grid, you'll need to select from the Grid drop-down OS Grid. Next, you're going to type your avatar's first name, and then your avatar's last name, and your password. And the final thing you'll do before we log in is click on this Start location. There are 3 options: My Home, My Last Login, and Type Region Name. My Home is set to Wright Plaza for all users as a default. My Last Location will take you to the last location you were at on the grid. Since you're a first-time user, that option isn't going to be very viable. The last option is Type Region Name. You could also double-click on one of the plazas up here, and that will also show up in your start location. We're going to go to Iowa 3, so I'm going to type Iowa 3 and click on the Login button. This will take a few minutes while it renders. And here we are in the grid.